Okay, so we will start our first round. I would like to invite Prime Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the Prime Minister, I strongly support this motion. Today, I will present two key arguments, explain why developing countries should prioritize improving credentialing and skills-based education over traditional academic degree pathways. First of all, we believe that education should prepare students for real jobs, not only academic titles. This is because many graduates in developing countries are unemployed or underemployed. Their university degrees often do not match current labor market needs. According to labor market studies by international organizations such as the World Bank and the ILO, graduate unemployment is often caused by a lack of job-relevant skills rather than a lack of degrees. This happens because traditional university education tends to focus heavily on theory. While theoretical knowledge is valuable, it does not always translate into practical workplace skills that employers need immediately. Therefore, prioritizing skills-based education is more relevant. Moreover, labor markets are changing very quickly. However, university curricula often update slowly. Because of the academic process and rigid academic structures, university struggle to respond quickly to industry change. Research on education to work transition highlight this skills mismatch as a major challenge in developing economies. This shows a structural weakness of traditional degree pathways in fact changing labor markets. Therefore, prioritizing this program allows education system to remain relevant and responsive.
That's it. Thank you. Would like to invite the leader of oppositions to continue the debate. Ms. Safira.
Okay, as a leader of opposition, we strongly oppose this motion. The opposition believes that developing countries should not prioritize micro-credentialing and skill-based education over traditional university degrees, while skills training is important. Education must serve long-term national development, not only short-term job gains. Universities are not just job factories. They are institutions that build critical thinking, leadership, and social mobility. Our first argument is that traditional university education builds long-term intellectual capacity that skill-based training cannot replace. University education trains students to think critically, analyze complex problems, and adapt to change. These skills are essential in a world where technology job markets constantly evolve. According to the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report, the most important skills for the future are critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptation. adaptability. These are not short-term technical skills. They are developed through academic learning, research, and discussion. Micro-credentials focus on specific technical abilities. While useful, this skill can quickly get outdated without strong academic foundation. Workers may struggle to retrain or shift careers when industry change. Therefore, prioritizing micro-credentials over degrees risks creating a workforce that is skilled today but unprepared for tomorrow. And then, our second argument is that universities play a key role in social mobility and leadership development. According to UNESCO and OECD studies, university graduates are more likely to participate in civic life, contribute to public policy, and hold leadership roles. Higher education helps individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds access better opportunities and influence national development. If developing countries reduce the importance of university pathways, education may become limited to short-term labor needs instead of empowering citizens to lead, innovate, and govern. Thus, university education remains essential for inclusive and sustainable development. To conclude, skill-based education is important, but it should complement, not replace, traditional university education. Developing countries need thinkers, leaders, innovators, not only technical workers. For this reason, we firmly oppose this motion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time. Building on this argument, I will focus on accessibility and social mobility, which are crucial issues in developing countries. We believe that prioritizing micro-credentialing improves access to education and promotes social mobility in developing countries. From our perspective, traditional university degrees are often expensive, time-consuming, and inaccessible for many students in developing countries. A 4 years university program requires not only tuition fees, but also living costs, transportation, and opportunity costs. For students from low-income backgrounds, these barriers are often impossible to overcome. And as a result, higher education becomes a privilege rather than a right. And research on education inequality consistently shows that cost and duration are major reasons why students drop out or never enroll in university. This limits social mobility and reinforces existing economic inequality. In contrast, micro-credentialing and skill-based programs are shorter, more affordable, and more flexible. They allow students to learn while working, study part-time, or reskill later in life. This flexibility is especially important for students who must support their families or cannot afford to stop working for several years. Moreover, micro-credentials allow continuous learning instead of committing to one long degree. Individuals can accumulate skills gradually as labor market needs change. Therefore, prioritizing skill-based education expand access to learning opportunities and empowers individuals to improve their economic position. It is important to clarify that this motion does not completely reject university education. Instead, it proposes a shift in priority to address acute economic and social realities in developing countries. By prioritizing micro-credential and skill-based education, government can reduce employment, improve workforce readiness, and increase social mobility. For this reason, this House strongly supports the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Deputy Leader, Maazaki.
Thank you for the opportunity. Now I will strengthen the opposition case by explaining why prioritize micro-credentials over university degrees creates structural risks for developing countries. Our third argument is that over prioritizing skill-based education that can deepen inequality. Micro-credential programs are often fragmented and unregulated. According to UNESCO reports, many short-term training programs lack quality control and do not guarantee long-term employment. Students from wealthier backgrounds still access university, while lower-income students are pushed into narrow training paths with limited upward mobility. This creates the education gap where only certain groups receive broad intellectual education. University degrees grant qualified students that support career progression and social status. Therefore, prioritizing micro-credentials risks locking disadvantaged groups into low-level employment. The disadvantaged groups, that means is the university degrees that has lower level employment than micro-credential education. Now, yes, last argument. Education should serve broader social goals. Our final argument is that education must serve broader social and civic goals, not only economic efficiency. According to OECD and UNESCO, universities contribute to democracy, research, and even cultural development. These outcomes cannot be measured only by short-term employment data. Developing countries face complex challenges such as governance, inequality, and civilizations. Addressing these issues requires deep knowledge, research capacity, and ethical reasoning, which is micro-credential education cannot handle this kind of challenges. And developing country needs like university degree of workers to handle these challenges. Reducing the role of university weakens a country's long-term capacity to solve national problems. In conclusion, micro-credentials may support employment, but they cannot replace the role of universities. Education should build adaptable minds, social mobility, and national leadership. Prioritizing skill-based education over university degrees, that means undermines long-term development. For these reasons, this House must reject the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Maazaki.